Welcome back to another transcriber from Reddit. Today, I'm going to be covering a post made by user legold6895, who posted a picture post titled, "Do you have what it takes to be an LCMS bro?" Underneath the image we see here on screen, which begins with the title, "Do you have what it takes to be an LCMS bro?" A self-guided discernment tool for the confessionally committed male. Below it, we see multiple checkboxes available to determine if you are in fact an LCMS bro. And in the text underneath the image, we read, "Yesterday, the r/LCMS subreddit declined my writing, parentheses, again, and parentheses. They didn't critique the content or question the theology. Instead, they claimed it was, quote, AI generated, end quote. For some, that's easier than believing a woman can write with clarity and authority. So I wrote something else, a satirical discernment tool for the confessionally committed male. Feel free to check as many boxes as apply, or share it with a friend." As of recording, this has 25 upvotes and 5 comments. Now, let's take a look at the picture itself and ask ourselves, do you have what it takes to be an LCMS bro? Looking at the picture, we see at the top Martin Luther with a speech bubble next to him saying, "Nailed it." Underneath that, we have the title, "Do you have what it takes to be an LCMS bro?" with a subtitle, "A self-guided discernment tool for the confessionally committed male." And below that, a whole list of checkboxes. Let's see if we check those boxes. First box, you've read the Formula of Concord more times than you've apologized to a woman. Checkbox 2, you live with your parents, but it's, quote, actually biblical if you think about it, end quote. Checkbox 3, you quote Luther in Latin, but flinch when a woman makes eye contact. Checkbox 3, you quote Luther in Latin, but flinch when a woman makes eye contact. Checkbox 4, you're not single, you're in a season of, quote, waiting on the Lord, parentheses, to send you a submissive, catechized wife, end parentheses, end quote. Checkbox 5, you believe winsomeness is for the weak and nuance is for the ELCA. Checkbox 6, you've typed, quote, actually, the Greek says, ... end quote, into a Reddit comment in the past 72 hours. Checkbox 7, you don't date, you discern, parentheses, and by, quote, discern, end quote, you mean game, scroll, and judge, end parentheses. Checkbox 8, you once led a men's Bible study on headship. Your dad grilled the burgers, your mom cleaned up. Checkbox 9, you once said, quote, I don't need therapy, I have doctrine, end quote. Unironically. Checkbox 10, Flames Extra Nos is your go-to workout playlist. Checkbox 11, you think, quote, dialogue, end quote, is what happens right before you explain why you're right. Checkbox 12, you told a woman she should, quote, know her place, end quote, after she referenced life together. Checkbox 13, you think you're called to ministry. No one feels called to be ministered to by you. Last but not least, checkbox 14. You think emotional maturity is a slippery slope to becoming Methodist. In bold, if you check 10 or more boxes, end bold, congratulations, you may be eligible for full entry into the LCMS program, TM, now featuring 20% off flannel vestments, free issues, etc., bumper stickers, and a complimentary 1-year subscription to the Brothers of John the Steadfast. Because nothing rattles an LCMS bro like a woman who can read, write, and call him out in complete sentences. Note that the words, like a woman who can read, write, and call him out in complete sentences, is in bold. At the way bottom, it reads, Official Discernment Tool of the LCMS Program, TM. Well done, user Legold6895. Truly a gem. I will leave on this comment, featuring comment from user NeatFail7518, who wrote, This is frickin' hysterical. Thank you for channeling your rage and spite into such a well-thought-out piece that would be far too much of a gut punch for any actual LCMS bro to endure. If there are any in your circle who you think would enjoy such a fine piece of satire, please share it to them. The link will be in the description below. Thank you for watching/listening, and I will see you in the next video.